Yeah.
All right. What's up, believers? We are back. Hello, and welcome to the penultimate place to get your Marvel news, our MCU reviews, and fireside chats for all things Marvel. This is Marvel Initiative. It feels good. Back.
See,
We took
I
like a
told you.
month break. Feels good. So this is episode 49, the Marvel Mondays Initiative here, and our today's
Wow.
topic is episode 1 of Miss Marvel titled Generation Y. If you're listening on your favorite podcast service, please feel free to give us a good rating on that platform. It helps the algorithms and helps us grow our audience. If you're watching on YouTube, please consider dropping a like and a subscription. And don't, forget to hit that bell to get notifications for all our new shows like the Penultimate Game Show, the Cross Media Show, and Anime Nation. If you're watching on Twitch and you have Amazon Prime, you have Prime Gaming. You'd be surprised how often people don't know this. My boss at work, I told him, yeah, you have a free sub. He's like, what? I'm like, yeah, if you have Amazon Prime, you have a free sub.
Did you tell him
So
to give it
yeah,
to us?
it's the thing. Well, his daughter streams, and he wanted to give those
Oh yeah.
subscription
Wow.
to his daughter. So yeah, it's not
Yes.
people don't know it's a thing. So yeah, if you have Amazon Prime, you have a free Prime gaming sub. And again, we would love if you gave that subscription to us. But if you don't want to, that's totally fine. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Eric Ginn, your friendly neighborhood host for the evening. And alongside me today is the master of cinema himself, Christian Messina. Christian, how are you?
You know what I always say? An apple a day keeps the heart attacks away.
Wow.
I'm doing well. Thank you, Eric.
I didn't know that.
That's true.
Something like that.
I mean, it
Been a little
depends
busy
on if
over
you eat
there
the cyanide, Bill.
watching a lot of movies.
I'm sorry. I'm just stuck on the cyanide pill thing. I don't understand this. Can you
Because the
explain that to me?
seeds have cyanide in it. Little bits
Is
of
that
cyanide.
true?
Yeah. Apple seeds
Yeah.
have little bits of cyanide.
Like you have to eat a lot of them.
Yeah. You have to eat at least, I'm ballparking it. I would say probably
I think it's
50.
like hundreds. I think it's like hundreds you have to eat to actually
50,
be
100. You know.
Want to know a fear of mine? It's a weird fear.
Hmm.
I'm scared. I'm always scared that when I bite into one of these apples, a worm is gonna come out. I don't know. I am.
Oh, for me, it's something similar. I had a fear of watermelon growing up when I was younger.
Or like one's gonna grow inside you.
Yeah, yeah. The seeds would whenever I ate the seeds, it would grow inside me and just sprout.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy.
And that other voice you heard is our director himself, Ruben Guerrero. Ruben, how are you?
I'm all right. A little bummed about the whole Xbox Game Showcase live reaction.
That's right. You're feeling like bum mode, aren't you?
Yeah, not
Not
because
that will make Ruben happy.
No, I meant like our reaction, live reaction, just like
Yeah,
the
all right,
audio.
we still have
Just,
some time, so it's okay.
The audio.
yeah, I fixed it though. Should be good.
Good.
Oh wow.
Good.
Yeah. No, I'm saying.
before-
Sorry, I fixed it for today. The audio for the
okay.
live reaction is gone.
That's okay. Again, we had a fun time yesterday. It was good. So a couple of housekeeping before we get into the news and our topic of the show. Christian just put out a new video for the channel all about the new PlayStation Plus tiers. This has included what's on it and what we want in the future for it. So please go check it out. He did a really good job with that one. And yeah, the PlayStation Plus thing launched today. It's really cool. I really dig it. There's a lot on there from like day one.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good stuff on there.
It was fun.
yeah.
Sorry. Yeah.
Oh, you're good. And don't forget, we did reactions for up. He's typing this as I speak.
Yeah.
So
No pressure. No pressure.
We did our Xbox and Bethesda Game Showcase and Summer Game Fest reactions, post shows. They're up on the channel now. Please go check them out. Unfortunately, our reaction for the show had some technical issues for the audio. So if you don't mind just trying to read our lips throughout the whole thing.
No, I just cut it.
Oh, he just cut it. Okay.
Yeah, so it's
Just
just
the
the
post
post
show,
show,
right?
Yeah.
It's just the post show. So, I mean, you can find the real show somewhere else and come back and see what we thought about it. This Thursday, the Penultimate Game Show is back, and they predict what will be coming to the June Direct that is supposedly happening at the end of the month. I mean, this could be a crazy one because they don't really have anything big this fall. So, what are they going to do? What are they going to do?
Metroid
Bayonetta.
Prime 5.
Bayonetta is coming on Halloween.
They need Metroid. It was so crazy. 5 years ago today, they announced Metroid Prime 4.
They just skipped it. They're gonna pull a goat simulator. Just skip 4 and just go straight to 5.
So also we're supposed to.
We're supposed to be doing. I forgot what it. The Boys episode. Sorry, season 3, episode 1 through 4. Discussion is supposed to happen this week. I have to double check with who's actually seen it in order for us to do this. So I'll get back to you guys on that. We'll
Did I tell you it's interesting? Like, I am having superhero burnout, but it's not Marvel. It's everything else.
I'm the opposite.
Like, I feel as though if it's not Marvel, I just don't really care. Like, I tried to start watching Peacemaker, but like, it's fun, it's good, but basically everything that's not Marvel, I'm like The Boys. Love season 1. Season 1's great, but I like season 2 and 3. I'm like, okay. So
Whoa, Eric,
Let me say this.
that's
Let me say this. I watched episode 1, season 3 of The Boys last night, and I almost threw up in disgust and of laughter.
Okay, all right, good.
It's both the same scene.
like it's
Episode
great.
what?
Like,
Season 3, episode 1.
Oh,
The penis thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
so yeah, I guess
Yeah.
it's interesting how we're flip flop right there.
Yeah.
So
I want it all.
Hmm?
Sorry, I want it all. Just give me all the superhero
understand.
stuff.
It's just again with my time now. I don't have really a lot of time to do anything, so I know Marvel will always be there for me.
Right.
So,
But it's nice that The Boys is like a good
oh yeah,
dichotomy.
I totally get it. Like, you
superhero stuff.
need stuff
Yeah.
like that. You
Yeah.
need The Boys. Like,
Yeah.
it's I like
Oh,
the
I need the boys.
it's like I like the nice juxtaposition of like what we got with Miss Marvel and also with The Boys. Like, The Boys are needed. I'm glad it's there. It's just like I'm kind of burnt out on non-Marvel superhero stuff. So unless it's Matt Reeves doing something. So that's a good movie, Aaron Cini. If you're watching, The Batman is a great movie. So stop it. Let's see. Let's get into some news. First up, the Miss Marvel premiere that we're about to be talking about is the highest rated premiere according to Rotten Tomatoes. I know Rotten Tomatoes is not
Hell yeah.
that you want to judge everything really based off of, but looking at it, it's nice. It's very nice. And of
Wow.
course, probably some incels on the internet are review bombing it on IMDb because they have nothing else better to do with their lives. But that sucks.
Highest rated
This
premiere.
this is so cool to see. First of all, because like it's a woman of color lead,
Yeah.
right? And two, because Eric is right. There's like incels on the internet who are making Facebook groups like Christians against Miss Marvel. Like, what are you doing with your
You're
time?
against
Like,
Miss Marvel.
Yeah, because it's not
no,
Christian.
you're stupid. That's funny.
Ruben.
Yeah. So this is an absolute dub for Miss Marvel. Like, I love to see it. Oh, and it also like it goes to show when you make like a super refreshing show like Miss Marvel, like we'll get into, like it pays off.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just Ruben, wait till they probably show the prayer scene. The moms against Marvel are probably going to go wild.
Mm.
You know what else was against Marvel? Nah, forget.
DC.
Yeah, we're actually going to be talking about them in a second.
Yeah.
So other stuff, we got a lot of news because we've been away for a while. Thor tickets dropped today. If you did not get them, please get them. And it's interesting because it is confirmed this movie is going to be under 2 hours.
Good.
I'm sure Jackson Wells out there still thinks that this movie is way too long.
Oh, I'm sorry.
At an hour and 59 minutes.
Before we continue, Rose in the chat, and he says, and the star of Miss Marvel is like the biggest Marvel fan out
Oh,
of
we're
all
gonna get
the actors in the MCU. So it seems like she's awesome.
That's true. Yeah, she reads the comics. Have you been seeing like she
I got
actually
a
is
note.
Kevin Feige? Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
Right, that.
You should have stopped me. Sorry. Al.
So yeah, 2 hours, under 2 hours. I think that's good. I mean, Doctor Strange was 2 hours and 5 minutes, and it was there. Got in, got out, had a good time. So I think Thor is going to be the same way.
Yeah.
Hey, we're going to get here. Gore's here. Oh my God, let's get going. So yeah, it's crazy because I know the first Thor movie was like an hour and 55 minutes long, but I guess we're just so used to these 2.5 hour Marvel movies that it's nice and refreshing a little bit. You know what that also means, Ruben? More showtimes for more money.
Which means more money for Taika Waititi. Just keep making films, buddy.
Also, some other news.
Eric, hold on. I have to say this before we move on. Thank you for can you salute with me? Not Ruben. Thank you for being a Maria Menounos supporter on this podcast.
Yeah.
I
Why
love
am I
Maria Menounos.
not a Maria Menounos supporter?
You were very anti Maria Menounos on Twitter.
What?
You're like, who needs to see Maria Menounos on screen
No,
advertising in the
no, no,
theater?
no,
We're
no,
already
no.
here.
That's not Maria Menounos, sir.
No?
Christian, that's Nicole Kidman.
Was it Nicole Kidman? It was Nicole Kidman.
Okay, so Christian
Fair,
is
that's
now
fair.
0 for 2.
You know
with,
what,
using
Christian? Thank
celebrities
you
as
for
one another.
making my point.
I'm sorry I don't pay attention to commercials, Eric.
So here's the thing. I finally got the chance to watch the first episode of Obi-Wan, and when Han comes out, I forget his actual name, but when Han comes out, I'm like, oh, look, it's Benedict Wong.
Stop. Fuck you. We get it, all right? I made a mistake. I swear I'm not racist, please.
It's okay. It's okay. It's all right.
My favorite was when I was in the hospital and someone responds like, "What happened?" And Jeff goes, "He probably died from embarrassment." Whatever,
Good
Jeff.
one. But yeah, although Benedict Wong is in the first episode of season 2 of What We Do in the Shadows, and he's great, so I highly recommend watching that. So other stuff. Loki season 2 started filming yesterday, which is cool. Very excited about that. That's probably gonna be a 2023 show, if I had to guess. Other
Wow.
news, other little Marvel news. The Spot is confirmed to be the villain in Across the Spider-Verse, which is a really cool idea.
Who's the
Um,
Spot?
So he is
like Polka
he's a
Dot
villain.
Man?
Yeah, he's kind of like Polka Dot Man, but like he can travel through dimensions. Like
Oh, he
in
travels through dimensions. Okay.
you see the picture, like Miles tries to punch him or kick him,
Mm-hmm.
and then the Spot puts another portal right next to Gwen, and the kick hits Gwen in the face.
Okay.
So
All right. I thought it was gonna be a.
it's going to be a better, probably dimensional villain than Kingpin was. So
I have more into the Spider-Verse news.
what's up?
Jorma Tacone. You know Jorma
Yeah.
from The Lonely Island?
Yes.
Yes,
He will be voicing Vulture in Into the Spider-Verse,
That's
Across
cool.
Spider-Verse. Yeah.
Second greatest vulture we've had. I already know.
Sure.
Actually, Robert Englund voiced the Vulture in Spectacular Spider-Man. Ruben.
I stand corrected.
Let's see. He was a good Vulture. He was like black and red all over. More Marvel news. Marvel Spider-Man is coming to PC and Miles Morales. So if you have a PC and listen to the show, play those. It's great. They just went up. The page just went up on Steam. So
Oh, it did?
do that. Yeah.
Yeah, you can wishlist it now.
August 12th is when that game comes out. I will probably buy that again.
Yep.
Midnight Suns. They also show more stuff with Midnight Suns. Spider-Man's coming into it. We're gonna have Demon Venom, Demon Hulk. Scarlet Witch was also confirmed. So yeah, I'm really excited about that one. So here's where we get into our little DC talk right here. So apparently, Kevin Feige almost jumped ship from Marvel. This was like before 2015. No, this was before like 2019 when he got that new this is my new title. And he was about to go do what he did to Marvel for DC, which I think is very interesting. He did not like Ike Perlmutter. Am I pronouncing the name right? Either way. But yeah, I think that's interesting. Like, what would a Feige DC universe look like? That would be wild.
I feel like
It
it'd
would
be better than what it is
Yeah.
now.
It'd be
We
more
wouldn't
potential.
have The Rock coming
Yeah.
as
Oh,
Black Adam,
God.
you know?
Now, you would, but they would. That's one of those
Nah.
things where it's like a fixed point in the universe. There will always be a Black Adam movie with The Rock where he talks
No.
about how the hierarchy of the DC power is about to change.
It's
I
about
feel
to
like
Kevin. Change.
Kevin Feige would have been like, "Listen, I respect what you do, but you're not a good actor, you know."
Okay, hold on. He's not a bad actor.
He's only proven one time.
No.
That is one of
In one show. That's it.
Ballers.
Ballers, that's it.
Ballers.
Everything
is
else
great
he
in
plays as
Moana.
himself.
It's not because I've seen that movie 150 plus times in the past few
He
months.
plays himself.
But
What
that's
movie?
the thing. He is one
Moana.
Like it's
Oh.
one of that's one of those movies where like I think Adam Sandler's best movie, other than Uncut Gems, is Hotel Transylvania. Like he does a really good job on that one. So I think
That's
The
his
Rock
best
is
movie?
The Rock for me is like Ryan Reynolds. That is one of the most entertaining people on the planet.
No, that's
No.
you prove my point.
No.
He's exactly like Ryan Reynolds. That's why it sucks.
No, exactly.
I hate it.
don't
I hate
think-
it.
I don't think they're great actors, Ruben. They are
Yeah, but you see,
outstanding entertainers.
no, I
I
would
will-
say Ryan Reynolds does a better job. Yes, Ryan Reynolds plays himself in a lot of movies. However, I think Ryan Reynolds gets away with it because he's funny. You know, The Rock is just
charismatic. The Rock is super charismatic,
The
dude.
Rock is just The Rock
The man showed
He's
up and told us to enjoy our gaming, Ruben.
in a cameo that we didn't need.
So either way,
he's
um,
also the number one top grossing actor in Hollywood right now.
yeah,
So
he's
Which is a
bankable.
Eric
problem.
is onto something, you know.
Which is a
Yeah,
problem.
he's bankable. He's the most entertaining. He's one of the most entertaining people out there. So yeah, I mean, fuck them. Like, look, they gave a shot to Dave Bautista, and look, he's one of the most beloved parts of the MCU now. Like, he's great as Drax.
Right, yeah, but Dave Bautista can actually act.
Here's what
That's
you do:
true.
let James Gunn work with The Rock.
No,
No.
no,
Yes,
Eric.
he
I'm
did it
telling
with
you.
Dave Bautista and John Cena.
Yes, but again, John Cena can actually act.
He is. John Cena's a good actor.
He is a very good actor.
So either way,
And
It's just The
anybody
Rock.
else?
He just sucks.
Anybody else craving a Zoe energy drink?
Mm. Also, it's not the only DC news we got, Ruben, because I just saw this before I was typing this, and it's such a big deal that the Queen herself, Lady Gaga, is probably going to be Harley Quinn in the Joker sequel.
Why? Why is this a sequel?
Because she is a powerhouse.
No, no, I'm not taking away from
You want
Lady
to know why they're
Gaga.
making a sequel, Ruben? The first movie had a budget of $55 million and it made $1 billion. There's your reason right there. It's one of the most profitable movies of the last
DC,
20
I'm starting
years.
to lose faith in you.
That's why they're making a
I'm
sequel.
starting to lose faith.
Everyone will go see a Joker movie. It doesn't matter.
I'm starting
Like,
to
that's
lose
one of
faith.
those things. That's one of those characters that people will go to the movies for.
Yes, Ro, I'm starting to lose faith. You heard me correctly, okay? Bring back
So
the
it's
Snyder
a
Cut.
thing. That's why the first one made a shit ton of money. It didn't
Dude.
matter that it was so divisive.
I'm losing my fucking mind reading that the sequel is supposed to be a musical. I will absolutely not show up to this.
Yeah, neither will I.
I'll be there.
Eric,
Either way.
you're part of the problem. I think
No, I'm not part of the
Christian.
problem.
I think we need to have a sit down with Eric and just
Hey,
have an
I jumped on
intervention.
the grenade for us. I saw Venom.
This
and
is
I saw
why.
Morgan.
This is why.
I
Nobody
did it.
told you
That's why
to
they
go
keep
see
making
Venom.
them.
Yes. You're the
Yeah, because-
reason why Tom Hardy still has a job in the Marvel
I like Tom Hardy.
universe. All right.
Either
Me and
way,
Eric like Tom Hardy.
you should see Warrior, Ruben. That's a good movie.
No. I
Warrior's a
shouldn't.
really good movie.
Does it have Tom Hardy in it?
Yes,
No,
and
can't
he
do it.
plays a good job. All right, so back
Oh,
to the point.
You know what Ro just said in the chat?
Mm.
He says it's a musical. It sounds like the DC hierarchy is shifting.
And it's because it is. It's no longer DC. I mean, it is DC,
Um,
but it's Warner Brothers Discovery now.
Either way, yeah, there's a big shakeup at Warner Brothers right now too. So I'm interested to see how that goes.
It's bullshit.
Right.
Bring
So,
back the Warner Brothers. Just
so
take
Christian
over.
made the point earlier. Figure I'd make a little fun thing. So Iman Vellani knows her shit. So apparently, they asked that like if she was okay with this is Earth 616. She said no, that's not. This is not what it would be because I would be an Inhuman and there would be lockjaw and stuff everywhere. So I thought that was really nice. She knows her stuff.
Yeah.
And I thought that was really cool. Like in the end, we're gonna talk about a little bit more about her later. But yeah, that's a delight.
Which is true, and like I respect it so hard, but at the same time, I also popped in the movie theater and during Doctor Strange when they said 616.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like, you know?
Absolutely. Same here.
Mhm.
I was like,
Yeah.
So last bit of news we got here. So Marvel confirmed that the Thunderbolts movie is indeed happening. Jason Schreier is to direct it. He did Paper Towns. He did that movie Robot, Franken the Robot, or something like that. And he did.
You said
You
Jason
said-
Schreier?
Yeah, that's why.
I meant to say Jake Schreier.
Okay, I was very confused. Jason Schreier.
Jake Schreier. He's going to direct it. Like I said, he did Paper Towns. That one with Kara. I can't remember what it was.
Yeah, Delevingne.
And he also did a lot of music videos for like Kanye and stuff.
Yeesh.
So interesting. Again, you can't really judge like what people have done before and how they're going to do it with a new project.
Can't
so.
I?
So Eric Pearson, who did Black Widow, is going to be writing it. So I know Ruben's all about that. So at the end of the movie, Taskmaster is probably going to show up, and you'll be like, "Oh my god, that's going to be the biggest pop ever for Ruben." It's like Taskmaster, yeah.
Is Will, what's his name? The other Captain America,
Oh my
the one
god.
everyone hates.
Oh,
Is he gonna be in the Thunderbolts movie?
yeah, I think so.
Oh, probably U.S. agent. Oh, John Walker. Okay,
John
sorry.
Walker.
I was out of brain fart there.
Yeah.
Yeah, he would be in it. U.S. agent's a very big part of the Thunderbolts.
Got it.
So maybe we get some Red Hulk finally. With She-Hulk coming up. Oh my God, She-Hulk is 2 months, but it's.
I mean, I don't think we're
Hey,
getting Red
what the
Hulk.
heck? What is that? Is that you saying injected into my veins?
She-Hulk, put it in my veins.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's funny.
So I have this thing here. Like, what do we want on it? But Thunderbolts is U.S. agent. Probably Yelena's probably gonna be in it. So anything with more
Mm.
Florence Pugh Pugh, I'm
Yeah.
okay with. So
Mm.
she's the
Mommy.
reason why I will go see Dune 2. I shit you not. That is the reason why I will actually pay money to go see Dune 2.
I have another secret to tell.
Oh no,
So
I want
what's
Florence
up?
Pugh to know who I am. You know,
it's not a
just to
secret.
know I
You said it
exist.
before.
Oh,
Also another thing I forgot to put on here. Apparently, Doctor Strange crossed $930 million today. So that's a big deal. That's a lot
Yes.
more money than the first one did. So that's
Mm.
if we're judging sequels, that's a success right there.
Proud of them.
All right. That's all our Marvel news. If anyone has anything else to add,
No.
all right, let's get into this. So Miss Marvel premiered last Wednesday. We talked about earlier, to outstanding reviews. People really like this one, so I want to get with you guys here. Ruben, I'm going to start with you first. What did you think of this premiere?
So originally, when the trailer first came out, I was very hesitant to watch the show because of all the comic book stuff. I thought it was going to get really in the way, and I thought it was going to be very annoying. However, having seen the first episode, I still feel this way. I'm just kidding. Having seen the first episode, I'm kind of liking it. I'm kind of digging it. I am interested to see what happens next on Wednesday, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of a good thing, like a good feeling to have Obi-Wan Kenobi and a new Marvel show come out at the same day. You know,
Mm-hmm.
it makes me get excited about something. So yeah, I'm liking it. She's doing pretty good. Saman Villani, chick, she knows what she's
Okay.
doing.
Christian, what did you think?
Man, you know how surprising it was for me to watch the premiere of Miss Marvel and for me to like stop it 10 minutes in and text my friend and be like, damn, I'm actually really liking this. It was like a pleasant wave, like, like I don't want to say finally, but like I do feel that burnout where like it's not Marvel fatigue. I've realized it's Disney Plus fatigue where all the shows feel really samey to me, and it's been turning me off. And then for Miss Marvel to come out and to be so uniquely different and present that in everything it's doing, from its cast to its writing to the way like visually how like different it is to anything we've seen in Marvel, right? All like the drawings, right? The presentation of it. It's very leaning into like I'm a teen and I'm like trying to be myself. Like it's not really a superhero thing, and it will be, of course, because it is Miss Marvel. It's Kamala. We know that, and we're excited for that. But just for the focus for the first episode to be like, let's just try to sneak out of the house was so refreshing, and it was I thought it was awesome. My one concern is like I'm hesitant, right? Because it's a 6 episode thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I want to see how it goes from start to finish. But as of right now, I'm liking it, and I think it's good for an MCU TV show. Probably one of the best so far.
I agree with that. Watching the show with Tessa, and obviously, she looks at me like as soon as the episode starts, and
Yeah, I thought about you.
as soon as the music kicks in, I look at her. I'm like smiling. She's like, and I go, "The weekend MCU canon now."
Yep.
So yeah, that was exciting. That was fun. Like that set the tone. This show is fun. I really like it, and so I'm going into this. Where does this premiere rank in the other premieres for you, Christian? I'm gonna start with you first.
Ooh,
Where
that's a
where
great
does this
question.
rank?
That's a
Yeah.
very good question.
That's really good. Honestly, top of the dome. If I thought about it more, maybe it'd go lower. But off the top of the dome, right underneath WandaVision. I really enjoyed the WandaVision premiere with the 2 episodes and how like that is like we are doing something different.
Mhm.
This is right underneath that in terms of like this is subverting all my expectations of what I thought of Marvel TV, and I'm in for it. So right underneath WandaVision for me.
Gotcha. Ruben, what about you?
I don't know, Eric. You have to give me a couple minutes to think about this. I gotta search up fucking Marvel TV
Okay, I'll
shows.
just say mine right here. So my favorite is still the Loki premiere. I think the Loki first episode is the strongest. I love that one the most.
Hmm.
And that's why, because my issue with Loki was the middle, not the beginning or the end. So the beginning of Loki, fantastic, and I would probably put this right under, like right tied with the WandaVision one, because like Christian said, like the WandaVision one is like we hadn't seen anything like this before, and so just like the mystery, because I know a lot of people will say they don't really like the first few episodes of WandaVision. Like, what is this? I'm like, that's what's so good about it. Why are we
Mhm.
in black and white TV land right now? So I think this is right there with it. This is a really, really good premiere. One of the best. So Ruben, have you had time to think now?
Yes. Okay. So I can tell you right now, it's definitely better than the Moon Knight. I'm gonna go through the list of shows. It's definitely better than the Moon Knight premiere. Hawkeye, I would say, yeah, it's definitely better than that. What if blows? What if we're at the fucking water? The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, yeah, I would say, yeah. WandaVision is definitely my top number one.
Mhm.
Then Loki, so I put this at number three.
Yeah, it's like the general consensus on Twitter I've seen is that this is a really, really fun
Mhm.
premiere.
Yeah.
Uh, and so we're just going to get right into the discussion here. I just really like the fun tone of this one. People write, this reminded me of Homecoming, like where the crux of
Oh.
Homecoming is that he really likes this girl and he want to ask her out to a dance while being Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And I really like that one too. Like this is a girl just trying to sneak out and go do some nerdy shit. And like like Christian said at the beginning, the real drama of the episode is trying to figure out just how to sneak out of her house. A teenager trying to sneak out of her house.
Well, more than that, it's like a soup. Right. But there's also like the super like universal the generational gap of like
Yeah,
older generation is conservative, like strict over like what the younger kids want to do, right?
Yeah.
yeah.
But
I
then there's
think
that
that's
extra layer of the Muslim representation, which is like so cool.
yeah, like that's why I like the title Generation Y. I thought that was a good. I think that's a fun play on words for the title. What I guess what I'm saying here is for like with most our MCU shows, we have action, whereas like the action in this episode was sneaking out of the house.
Yeah.
Like the real drama, like
Yeah.
the drama came with like the parent stuff, but like the action scenes were just trying to come up with a plan to look cool. How do you escape your house?
Yep.
Hmm.
I thought that was really neat.
Can I
Uh,
can I add something
but
to it real quick?
of course,
There's a small touch right at the beginning when she's recording and editing her little Avengers videos, and she's uploading them to YouTube, and she's got like this whole YouTube channel. And normally, like what like a lot of kind of coming of age stories that we'll do is like they'll have like fake chats or fake viewers, like a lot of views or a lot of chats. And this was just like a very small amount of views on each of her things. And I thought that was just like a very like genuine kind of nice touch just to include. Like she's just doing this to
happy.
like an echo chamber and she's happy doing it. That's so sweet.
Like because that's for those who don't know, like a big part of Kamala Khan's characterization is her love of superheroes, and I think just right out of the gate, they really. I know I'm about to be a teacher, Ruben, but you don't have to raise your hand.
Well,
It's
I don't
okay.
want to interrupt. Continue your sentence.
No, go ahead. I want to
No,
hear what
I
you
was
got.
just going to say Ro was saying the Generation Y is also the name of Miss Marvel's second volume, which is cool.
I did not know that. I didn't even
Hmm.
think about that. So, thank you, bro.
You're welcome.
I've been doing that a lot lately. I don't know why. I did that on like the Courtney and John B's karaoke thing the other day. It was like this. Either way, I'm rambling on right now. So, but yeah, I lost my train of thought.
It's okay.
Ruben, pick it up. Where was I?
Um, I do like that it's not, we get a lot of characters that are based off in New York. I do like that this is separate from that. It gives, the whole reason why Moon Knight was based in London was because everybody's based in New York. It's too fucking crowded. Um, I
This isn't though, right?
Yeah,
New
this
Jersey.
is Jersey City. So,
Hey, it's your hometown right now, isn't
Yeah.
it,
no,
Ruben?
it's
You know
Your
not.
all
neck of the
about it.
woods.
No,
You're
not my
like, God, that's where I
hometown.
go to get
Not
pizza
not
right
my
there.
hometown.
That's where
Let's
the
let's
What?
best
I'm sorry.
dog.
Where do you live? Where's home for you now?
it's not my hometown. Jersey City is not my hometown.
Yeah, but you're in Jersey though.
Unfortunately, yes, but would I call what I live in a home? No,
Either way.
it's an apartment.
Um, so I think like because I know the main thing I really loved about Moon Knight was that there's no real ties to the MCU. Like it's its own thing. Whereas this one, I really like it because part of what makes her fun is all the superhero stuff. So
Yeah,
it actually like felt like earnest and stuff like that when she was talking about her love for everything. It wasn't just like here's Easter egg after Easter egg after talking about every hero. And I know she's genuinely excited to talk about this, and that's what makes her endearing.
Mm.
So like going into that, I have her note. She's a star. Like she's gonna be like. I know she only did like maybe a few things before this, uh, very little, but like this girl's gonna be a star. Like she's gonna be the
Yeah.
next big like MCU pillar, I think.
In terms of Marvel stuff, I hope to see her and Sochi get like a lot of screen time together
Mm,
because they're both around the same age. Like,
mm.
I don't know if in real life, but definitely in like Marvel, they're about like high school age. So
I'm
Good
so
enough.
ready to see her in the Marvels, like to see her play
Yeah,
off of Brie Larson
it's gonna
and
be
that
fun.
cast. I think that's gonna be really fun. So Christian talked on it a little bit earlier. I Uh, can't really speak much on it, but what are y'all's thoughts on representation on the show? Because I watching it, I thought it was refreshing. In the main cast, there's only one white dude, and I thought that
oh, the
was,
friend.
yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was refreshing. It's refreshing to have stuff like that.
Well, I mean, there are more white people that I can think of. Not saying that I'm trying to find white people, but it's like when I think of the white people in this, it's the kind of like bully figures, right? The people that like look down at Kamala, which is like that is like we need that for who the character is. Like that's very much the DNA of Kamala Khan, right? The comics are, there's
Yeah, I'm just saying,
racism.
like with the main cast,
Oh
like
no, yeah, yes,
yeah,
yes,
with the main cast, there's only one white dude,
yeah.
and
yeah,
I think, like you said, that was refreshing.
yeah. I
There's
agree.
enough of me in the MCU.
uh, and it was everywhere, which is what I'm trying to get at. Because when you look at the people like that are in power, when I look at the person in charge of the school, the principal, that is a person of color, right? And I look at like he's got, I think he had piercings. I don't know if he had tattoos or not, but like he's very much not a stiff white collar kind of principal. He's very much kind of the younger generation, which is something that like I kind of more identify with in terms when I was a teacher. And then yeah, her parents. Like I'm not a
You were a
Muslim, but
teacher.
I have enough. What's that?
I said I forget you were a teacher.
Yeah, so I do too sometimes. Um, I'm not a Muslim, but like I have like a lot of Muslim friends, and so like I hear some of this stuff, right? Like I still say like Inshallah is like something that I and Mashallah is something that I say with like with my friends, and so like just hearing words like that and seeing the prayers and seeing how much like it means to so many people like out on Twitter and like they finally they see themselves. It's so refreshing, and it's like you kind of forget that we need some of this stuff on the big screen.
Yeah,
Like we always point to Black Panther, but like been happening more and more. We're getting Blue Beetle in the DC, Mexican superhero. We got Sochi in America Chavez, right, just in Doctor Strange, and we're getting Kamala. And it's fantastic.
And the great thing is she will be on the big screen, which is nice. Like
Mm-hmm.
this isn't just like her show. Like she's gonna be a big deal, and that's gonna be great. Yeah, and it all pretty much started with Black Panther, and I think Black Panther was the hey, we're gonna do things a little bit differently now. So things are great. We got Shang-Chi, we got like Marvel's
Shang-Chi.
Phase 4 of Marvel has been outstanding in that regards. I think that's one of their strong suits is how diverse they're going.
Mm-hmm.
So, Ruben, what about you? What do you think?
sorry. Skip me. Give me a sec. Hold on.
It's because he's too afraid. He's gonna say it's bad. I'm kidding. No, I don't think we would ever say that.
No, my dog was
Okay.
just making a weird noise. Sorry.
Been there.
What was the
Uh,
question?
I was saying, what are your thoughts on representation on the show?
I mean, it's so far so good. It's interesting to see that this is kind of one of the first projects that they do this with. Obviously, Black Panther, as you already said, but it's a good step in the right direction, and hopefully we get more of it, sooner.
Mm-hmm.
No. I just saw. No, I didn't just see, but apparently, there was another picture of Tom Hiddleston and like still in his TVA outfit for filming of season 2. So there's more confirmation that they
Hmm.
started filming. So I like I said, I just saw it. Why isn't Avenger Con a real thing, Ruben?
Oh my god, I
I
Thank
fucking
God
would.
it's not.
wish.
Thank God
I
it's
would.
not.
I fucking
Well, see, like
wish.
here's the thing. Obviously, in like that in the show, it was made to look like a certain way. But like, there's Star Wars Celebration. Why is there not some type of MCU thing every year?
Yeah.
Like that's wild.
Oh, like a
Yeah, like a MCU celebration type event.
okay.
That's what I'm saying. Not like something that they had in the show because that was made like, oh, let's try to make this look as nerdy as possible.
Right.
Like,
Personally, I would still be against it. That's just me.
I would I would pay so I would be like Will Beeman is with Star Wars Celebration. That's gonna be me if we have some type of Avengers celebration or
Would you
All right,
something
go?
like
let's just start it right
that.
here, right now.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Start in Jersey, just like the
No,
first one.
I will go to Jersey
why?
for the
Why do
first
you
time in
have
my
to
life.
do this to me?
I'll knock on Ruben's apartment door like, hey, I need a place to crash for a few days. Let's do it. I'll put like him and I will
Come.
walk together. I'll have like my phone like this, like, "Hey everyone, we're here at Celebration.
Yeah. We could do a
Here's
live recording of Marvel Mondays at Ruben's
yeah,
house.
here's Ruben eating a churro, stuff like that."
Why would I be
Um,
eating a churro, Eric?
Why
because
not?
yeah, it's a convention. They're gonna have churros.
I'm not
Churros
a
are delicious.
churro guy, Eric.
Here's a funnel cake.
All right, I'll take some funnel cake.
Okay, here's Ruben eating a funnel cake, and
All
I
right.
just like shove the funnel cake in your mouth. Um,
Mm. Mm.
So either way, yeah, I don't know why it's not a real thing. Like it was just so cool how many Easter eggs. Like I did enjoy like the nice little moment where they had the wall from Natasha and Iron Man. I thought that was
Yeah.
nice.
The
Uh,
first time Natasha's getting any kind of
mhm,
memorial
about time.
in the MCU. But yeah,
I like the
damn right.
Asgard Pride shirt. I thought that was really neat.
Wait a minute.
You
No,
know,
that's not true. Is it? Didn't we have something in
really?
Hawkeye?
Yeah, it
A
was just a
public
plaque.
memorial?
It was
Oh,
a
it's just a
plaque
black.
with
Okay.
no
Okay.
word.
Okay.
It wasn't like a someone do a drawing.
Okay.
Um,
My apologies.
So yeah, I would go to something like that, and I would listen to Ant Man's podcast. By the
Oh
way,
my god, I would fucking kill.
Wait, I missed that. Was that in the show somewhere? Like they talked
I
about it,
think
or
it
was
was
like
in the
just
beginning. I think it was when she was going through like her talk about everything. I think
Yeah,
that Ant Man's
the
podcast.
reason why they know so much about the Endgame fight
okay?
is because of
Was because of his podcast, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
So this goes into another little thing I have here. So Agent M, if anyone doesn't know who Agent M is, he works with Marvel. He had a cameo
Shit.
as the MC guy for the costume contest. I thought that was really neat because he's such a big part with Marvel. So I thought that was cool. So speaking of, we were talking about his accounts of the Endgame fight. Apparently, Ruben, Kevin Feige shot down an idea that the showrunners wanted to do because they
The
wanted to have
retcon?
Yeah, I heard that.
huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do what?
The
The retcon?
retcon?
Yeah, of like showing footage of the Endgame battle
Yeah.
with
Mm.
like drone footage and stuff, like
Yeah.
from a streamer. I'm glad he did that
Yes.
because
Kevin
that would have
Feige
looked
knows all.
so bad.
Yeah.
That would have definitely like cheapened the Endgame fight
Yep.
if they would have did that. So I'm glad he said no, 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 don't do
It
that.
would have been something stupid like, oh, Stark was taking video of this, and
Yeah,
I happened to get some footage on my hands, Would
yeah.
have been
So like,
stupid.
because it was fun in Homecoming. It was like, hey, oh my god, this is so exciting!
Yeah,
Like
it's
we were doing
different
that.
though.
But if
Yeah.
you
Mm.
show like here's everyone coming out of the portals on somebody's cell phone, I'm like, stop
Yeah.
this right
Yeah.
now. So yeah, I thought that was
Much
fun.
better. Much better.
So a little bit more into this. Uh, let's see. So the bangle. So obviously, for those who
Yes.
don't know Kamala's story, she is an Inhuman, so she has like stretchy arm powers, pretty much. Basically,
I,
that's
s-
what.
I still don't like the power change.
Yeah, it's weird. Like you can have both people have stretchy arms. I get it, and like that makes sense. But I don't know why they did it, but
What are you gonna
oh,
do?
it's pretty. It was
Oh
pretty
well, there's
cool.
nothing I can do about it now.
So
I'm
either
s-
way,
I'm
go ahead,
still
Ruben.
interested to see how it plays out because we only see a glimpse of what the Bengal does. It looks weird, but like in a good way.
Mhm.
I'm just interested to see more about it.
I did enjoy that one scene where it shows her grabbing as like a stretch arm. I thought that was really neat.
Yes.
Like, oh look, that was cool. Um, but yeah, that adds. I think it adds an extra mystery to the show. Like, where did this come from? How is this in her family? Why does her mom
Obviously,
hate it so much?
because the mom knows what the fuck it is.
Yeah, she was being real coy about it.
Yeah, she's like, it's junk. Just leave it alone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I,
I
I
guess.
will
Oh, go ahead.
I will say that even though like sure I wasn't happy about the power change, at least I can really appreciate that the bangle is like a cultural artifact like
Mm.
in the family that like has like some kind of meaning, like deeper meaning behind it.
Yeah.
Because now I'm fascinated behind the bangle, where otherwise like maybe I wouldn't have been fascinated as to like how she got her powers. Just like, oh, she's stretchy now. I don't know.
I forgot to put this. So I guess we just talked about. Let's go straight into it. What did we think of the family in the show? I thought it was very. I thought it was fantastic.
Love, love.
Perfect.
My
Really,
favorite part
really
about
nice.
it,
Perfect.
Um,
the dad,
obviously,
Yeah.
yeah,
amazing.
that was
Bro,
great.
I felt so bad.
Obviously, yeah, with the Hulk scene. Oh man, I
Oh,
was like, oh
fucking
man.
heartbreaking, bro.
I did like, you know, when he was talking to her, called her Beta and stuff like that. And obviously, I mean, I'm not Muslim, but the only reference I have to that is the Marvel Avengers game. So like he called Kamala Beta all the time. Like, oh, that's just really nice.
Mm-hmm.
So I again, not my culture, but it's nice to see other cultures through the Marvel lens. Like they're gonna get the spotlight here,
It
and I thought that was great.
it's also something I really liked about the family dynamics too is that again I'm just speaking on minority families like because this is something I see a lot of the time in Mexican families. The difference between the way women and men are treated. Like her brother has like so much freedom to do all these kinds of things, and then Kamala has like virtually no freedom the way she sees it, which is like how everyone talks about like Mexican families. All the boys get to do whatever they want, and the girls are very strict with them. Like I'm not sure how it is with white families. I can't speak to that, but like with Muslim families, it seems like it's the same. So I love to see that on screen.
I think that's just like a probably just a gender thing, double standard
Sure.
thing. So I think that's a universal. I did like it really hurt when she's like, "No, I don't trust you." The mom was talking around. I'm like, "Oh man!" And like the dad's like, "Yeah, we trust you." No, I don't. I'm like,
Yeah.
"Oh shit."
Yep.
Um, so I thought it was really cool, especially like when he showed him like the Universal TV things. Like, was it Urdu? Is that the language?
Yeah.
I was like, even he spoke to it, and he was like, he was very happy. So it was just nice little moments. It's a nice family right here. I really
Hmm.
enjoyed it.
I just remembered another sweet moment, if I can.
Yeah. Go for it.
When she's like, because she built her like her dress, right? She built her cosplay of Captain Marvel, and when she's looking at herself in the mirror for the first time, like before she's gonna go out to AvengerCon, she like looks at herself and like looks at like her backside,
Mhm.
and there's a moment where like she's still very kind of like young, she's kind of self conscious, and so she wraps it right, the iconic Miss Marvel look, and she puts that wrap on. And I don't know, I just thought that was a very sweet thing because that seems like a very innocent like young girl thing to do is to like I'm going to still be modest and hide some of my body because it's my body and I get to show off as much or little as I want to. I thought that
Of
was
course.
very cool.
Yeah, I thought that was nice as well. Um, let's see. Ruben, do you have anything extra to add to that?
I did like the scene where the older brother's like, you really basically shit the bed on this one, where she was, um, just in her room crying because they told her, like, no, she's not going to AvengerCon. And when he comes into the room and he's like, do you still need me to leave the lights on? Are you still afraid of the dark?
Afraid, I thought you're afraid of the gin. I was like, oh
Yeah, that's
man.
what it was. That's what it was.
Mhm.
And then she's like, no. And then 2 minutes later, we just see her with the light on. I was like, yeah. It's
Which
such.
leads into my next point, Ruben.
Uh oh.
The art and visual design on the show, outstanding. The
Yes.
best use of texting I've seen in a
I
show.
was a
Yeah.
yeah.
It was so good. I really enjoyed that.
There was one problem I did have when she's sneaking back into the house and we see the timing that she cuts back on
Mm.
the side of the house. I had to like stop it because I couldn't really read it. But I
Mm.
mean, that's minor,
I see what
very
you're
minor
saying.
detail.
Yeah, I just like the fact it was just
Mm.
her notebook.
Yeah.
Like it's just her
I,
drawing. I think that
I
was really
guess
cool.
that is true. I didn't really think about that in terms of like accessibility for people who have or like more of an impairment visually. I wonder how that went over with them. But otherwise, I do agree. Like the art style, like I think of the neon signs in the background when like those were lighting up when they were texting, and then like emojis popping up. That to
Yeah.
me looked really cool.
And then like the scene where they're on their bikes just riding by and they're talking about all the different heroes. Like here's zombie Captain Marvel. I thought that was just outstanding.
Yeah.
Just it was like the
Oh,
graffiti on the building.
and it followed them. Also,
Mhm.
like think about the camera too. Like that camera followed them up the street. It was a head-on shot. They turned the corner, and the camera turns, and they're still following them now sideways, and the art is still behind them. Like that is like cool.
There was a lot of
That they're
great
having
camera work in
fun
this
making
sequence.
this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like that one shot they showed with her falling backwards.
Oh yeah,
I saw
that
the
was
behind the
cool
scenes
too.
shot
That
of
was
the
very
rig
cool.
they used to film that. That was really cool. So we got a lot of references and Easter eggs in the show. What was your favorite in the first episode, Ruben? What was your favorite little Easter egg?
Well, before I get into that, I also do want to give a shout out to her reenactment of the endgame fight. Just in the beginning was just so good. Really appreciated that. Like Ro says in the chat, he loves Kamal's art, the Captain Marvels that appear in the background when Bruno and her were discussing costumes were so cool. And yeah, the texting was very creative.
Yeah.
Easter eggs so far, I didn't really catch any. Just the small snippets, like Ant-Man's podcast was fucking hilarious.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Did you have a favorite Easter egg, Christian? Just a fun little thing you saw.
Easter egg I didn't catch either, and I don't know if I was like, really paying attention to that because that was like this
This
wasn't what
guy
the show
was
was
high
about
on
for me.
Yeah, of
fucking
course. Or like
edibles.
But
a little visual thing. I really,
hmm,
for my thing, I really like the fact that so many people dressed up as Drax. I thought that was cool.
I did
Very,
see a few of the Draxes,
yeah.
yeah, shirtless. I mean, in terms of references, my favorite is the Hulk when her dad comes in, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Kamala like
Big Hulk and Little
there's
Hulk.
there's no big Hulk and little Hulk, and like and the mom says like why can't there be
Oh, so
something
sad.
like that? Yeah.
Interesting that Bruno decided to pick Bruce Banner. You know.
Who are you, Bruce Banner? Like, oh yeah, lab coat.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
But in the reenactment of her plan, Bruno was I think Tony Stark, if I remember
I
right.
think so. Yeah, that's what.
'Cause he had like the fake facial hair on the side, like that was funny to me. That was
Yeah.
cool.
All right. So wrapping up here, I got an interesting question for y'all. Ruben, I want to start with you first. How can this show break the MCU show curse? The MCU show curse really like it starts off very strong, gets okay, sometimes just doesn't stick the landing. Most of the MCU shows don't stick the landing. How do you think this show can change that?
For the love of God, do not bring Brie Larson into this yet. Okay, I don't want to see her at the end. Leave it for the Marvels movie. Please, just don't. But keep the story small and simple. I know it's kind of hard to do that because we got Hawkeye as well, and that was mediocre at best. Like there was a lot of stuff that it did right, but it just the story kind of mellowed out like
Hmm.
halfway through the show. Um, I don't know. I guess go deeper into the Bangle's powers and figure out like why the fuck does she have a bangle that gives her mysterious powers?
Hmm.
Yeah.
I have
Christian,
an
what about
answer.
you? How can the show break? Because I know you, for one, you mentioned earlier you don't really the Disney Plus shows don't really
Hmm.
do a lot for you. How can this show be different?
Don't do a villain is my thing, and I know it's bold, and I don't think it'll happen.
It's too late. We
So
already got one.
do we though? Because like
Department of Damage Control.
I mean, Damage Control is not really a
that's
villain.
not a villain to me. Like that's an antagonistic figure, and I
Yeah.
hope that it remains that way. I hope that
Yes.
that's how eventually like that's how the Avengers know of her presence is because of like this. I don't want to call it governmental system, but like this agency, and
Agent
that's how
E
they
clearly.
discover Kamala. Yeah, that would be what how it breaks the curse for me. And if they do villain, that's fine. I understand. That's kind of what like their formula. That's what they're familiar with. I will understand if they go that route. Don't do a supervillain. Don't do it like a end of the world kind of thing, or end of like the city's about to like totally be destroyed if I don't do anything. Which again, would be awesome, right? Because this is what Kamala wants to do. Like do good, be a superhero, and I understand that. But let it have time to breathe.
Mm-hmm. Ruben,
I want to piggyback off of Christian and say, have I don't really know much about Miss Marvel. If Bruno is going to be turning into a supervillain in the future, have some small starts here and there. You know, like he's pissed off because Kamala did something about it, and at the end of the season, we see him betray her or whatever. Keep it small.
Because I know
Yep.
that we had that one shot in the trailer where it was like the 4 figures shadowed. So maybe those are damage control. Who knows?
God, I can't
We'll
wait
see.
for Damage Control to come in.
Oh, I forgot a lovely little thing. The voice actress for Symmetra was in the show, and I really love that.
Is it Overwatch?
Yes, she was. She played the gossiping auntie. Um,
Oh, in the shop.
yeah, yeah. So
Yeah,
yeah,
that was
I love that.
the dress is too big. That scene.
Yeah, I thought that was really good. So anyway, that's all our discussion here on.
Oh,
Oh, go ahead.
Ro in the chat brought up an Easter egg.
Mm,
A cool Easter egg was the Zoe's costume at Avengers Con was one of the Captain Marvel's OG looks.
yep.
Bruno saying it's not accurate was cool because it was comic accurate but not MCU accurate.
Yeah,
I like
I,
that.
I
I didn't know that.
completely forgot about that. Thank you,
Look at
Ro.
Ro.
Um, so definitely gonna need to get Ro on one of these episodes because I know he loves Miss Marvel. So we gotta get him on one of those
Hmm.
episodes. So yeah, that's all we're gonna do. All we got here for episode 1 of Miss Marvel. Remember, episode 2 drops on Wednesday, and we'll be here to talk about it next week. With that, we're gonna get into plugs real quick. So Christian, what you want to plug?
Just follow me at ISO Christian. I'm tweeting everything there. Like the video I did today for Penultimate Conquest, movie stuff at Large Popcorn, and then all the freelance stuff I do for Tech Raptor, which maybe I'll do more.
Ruben, what you?
Oh, PXN as well.
Wow, wow.
Sorry.
No, it's good. It's okay. I get it. There's a lot of stuff on your plate. You have a lot
Mhm.
of. You do a lot of shit, man. You're super talented. Um, what I would like to plug is penultimate game show this Thursday. It's gonna be a good one. Nintendo Direct. Let's see. Hopefully, Nintendo doesn't fucking fail me, guys. Bummer Games Fest was horrible. You know, I heard
Jeff Keighley's
Capcom
gonna
had
be
a
at your
good
house
show.
in 3 minutes.
What?
Jeff Keighley is gonna be at your house in
Yeah,
3 minutes.
show up at my house, Jeff Keighley. Well, it's just gonna happen. I'll tell it to your face. Bummer
He's gonna
Games
beat you
Fest
with
was
a,
bad.
he's gonna beat you with a baseball bat and have a smile like we got lots of great things coming.
Okay, you know what? That would probably be pretty funny. But yeah,
That's this Thursday.
that's this Thursday. Yes,
I don't think I'll be able to make it, but can I call in with
you can
my
call
predictions?
in, and you know what? I might be doing. Well, I
Speak
mean,
Pipe?
it's Speak Piper. I'm looking into Google Voice to give us an actual phone
Oh,
number. So
that'd be
we'll
cool.
see. Yeah.
You can talk about the 5 seconds of Resident Evil 4 gameplay they showed today at the Capcom
Yeah,
showcase.
and I was wet for it.
Yeah, I bet you were. You can play as Miss D.
You want to
Hey,
find
Lady
out?
D.
yeah, you get to play as Lady D. I'm very ready for that.
Oh, I heard Resident Evil 4.
Yeah, I know it was. They showed a
Sorry,
bunch of stuff
I
today.
just heard Resident Evil.
They showed a bunch of updates. Like so, Village, the DLC is
Oh yeah,
finally
I
coming out in
watched.
October. So either way, go watch
Was
it.
how long was it? 10 minutes?
It's like 35 minutes. You only need to watch the last 5-10 minutes. Everything else was. Bleh. They showed that Dino game, like
Yeah,
the Exo
Exo
Primal.
Primal.
Dino DNA.
Either way. So yeah, hi, Eric Segan on Twitter. I don't do a lot nowadays if it's not dealing with my daughter and getting ready to move and change careers.
I'm
So
so excited for you to
I
change
want to be
careers.
teaching
I'm so
kids.
excited for you to
Yeah.
fucking start teaching,
It's
man.
It's gonna be
so
scary at first.
so
Just
exciting.
beware.
I'm definitely gonna find ways to incorporate Marvel into my
Yeah.
teaching. So uh, either way, that's pretty much all we got here going on today.
Could I give
We
you
will.
could I give you a suggestion to incorporate Marvel?
What's up?
Every month, just do, the kids. Well, what grade are you teaching?
I will be teaching freshmen.
That's exactly what I did. Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Nice.
I'd say probably just host a contest.
Host a contest.
Yeah.
For what?
Whoever. I
Oh,
don't know.
I already thought about on my test of having bonus point questions be MCU related.
Yeah, sure. And whoever gets the most points has to, gets to pick the movie that you guys are watching. I don't fucking know, Eric. You
Here's
What
the
do you
know,
thing,
what do you think is
like,
going on?
high school.
it's
was,
high
like,
school,
really
man.
what,
I
like
haven't
an
been in high
hour
school in
move,
like
and I
12,
ain't got time.
13 years.
We may watch every episode of Moon Knight one week. Who knows?
You know what you should do? Just have the last test of the year just completely Marvel related. Whoever gets 100 doesn't have to take the final.
And definitely, like, I talked to Tess about
Dude.
it. Bring my collection of comics to read. I think that'd be really neat.
I
But,
don't
again,
advise
think about
that.
Okay, like I have an idea. I legit have an idea. And I don't know what your unit is any of your units are looking like, but I would totally try to tie in one of your units and incorporate some kind of Marvel TV episode like into it.
Oh yeah, and that's why I want to do literature. Like I don't want to do math, science, like all that is like the procedures and stuff. I want to do like stuff like this. Make you think, Ruben. Find out about yourselves.
I'm sorry. Science doesn't make you
Literature.
think?
It's procedures. There you can't go against
Eric,
the
can you
grain.
fucking make ice cream in English class? No. You can make ice cream in chemistry. All right?
Either way. That's all
true.
the time we have here for this week, everyone. We'll see you next week when we discuss episode 2 of Miss Marvel. And until then, Excelsior.
Excelsior.
Excelsior. Yeah.